check out our shirt on Tespring.
So this is a fair warning. I didn't really censor some things were said, so don't be a baby, don't complain. Just warning you, it's just words, and words should not affect you. But there's babies out there, and I gotta warn these fools like, oh, no bad words, I'm offended, I'm gonna cry. So this is your warning, I don't want to hear you complain. So what's going on in the little world, a little curious, not too nosy. I'm going to talk about something a little different this time. I'm going to talk about the day that Will Smith smacked Chris Rock at the Academy Awards in 2022. Before I say anything more about the story, I just like to let you guys know I'm a big Will Smith fan. Back then, you know, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, his music career, and once again his acting career. I think as an actor he's grown a lot, and we'll do dumb things sometimes. Pretty much the joke was Jada Smith is losing hair because she has some kind of disease, and Chris Rock, all he said was he can't wait for G.I. Jane 2 to come out.
Like, please, Lord, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
So that's pretty much the joke that made Will Smith angry. But if you notice his reaction at first, he was laughing with the rest of the group. But Jay gave him that look. It was like, okay, I gotta do something stupid, and he did. And this is his response.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Well.
So if you look at it, it wasn't that much time between the joke, him coming on stage and smacking Chris Rock after the joke, and it was just total reaction. Because, you know, unfortunately, you have a comedian who's on stage, he's going to make some smack about people no matter what, you know. Reminder, it was really uncomfortable for the people around it. I think the only people knew that was not scripted was Will Smith, Jada Smith, of course, Chris Rock, because comedians have a habit of, you know, adding more to the show, make it more interesting, because people are like, sure, should be laughing, or this is like serious, or, you know, their like response was like, okay, funny, this is for real. So this is not the first time that Chris Rock made fun of Will Smith and Jada Smith at Oscars, and here's my proof.
Says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay?
Any thoughts on that? On Chris Rock?
Hey, look, that comes with the territory, but we gotta keep it moving.
And throughout it all,
but I do have a lot of respect for Chris Rock, how he responded to it. He's like, he could have made it a lot worse or did something stupid or attack him back, but he did the smart thing and responded the best way he did.
Smack the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
So you got like two different personalities coming right here. You got, you know, Chris Rock, Will Smith, and technically Chris Rock was the victim during this thing, and then Will Smith could have handled this way different. It kind of ruined the day for him later on because he won the Best Actor in the 2022 movie King Arthur. Because his 3 seconds position, it just totally ruined his night. Something he's been working for many years, trying to prove his skills as an actor, prove everybody say I could play any kind of role, I can. But the 3 seconds of doing that to Chris Rock just totally ruined the whole thing, and people will remember what he did to Chris Rock, then win his reward that he worked so hard for. And here is Will Smith speech after the snap when he won the Academy Award for Best Actor.
Now, I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine light on all of the people, Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sanaya and Demi and Ingenue and the entire cast and crew of King Richard and Venus and Serena, the entire Williams family. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things.
Of course, there's a lot of celebrities get their point of view how Will Smith handled it, but the biggest person against Will Smith doing it was Jim Carrey, and here are some remarks he did a couple of interviews after the snap.
I'm just here to say that striking another human being is wrong.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. It really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
They asked Chris, do you want to file charges? And Chris apparently said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever.
Jim Carrey has a lot of good points about what happened that night, but there's a reason why Will Smith didn't get kicked out, because Chris Rock say, hey, no, just put this on ice, this is not the good time to do it. We'll do it sometime in the future, but right now is not the good time. Here's a little clip of Will Parker. He's the booster of the Academy Awards. He kind of gives you a little more details what happened. I kind of edited, but please watch it on their own YouTube channel to get more details. But here's a little peek what he said.
It's like Chris Rock had the ability, the option, to have the LAPD go arrest and remove Will Smith from that theater that night.
That's an absolute fact. The LAPD made it clear, we will do whatever you want us to do, and one of the options is that we will go and arrest him right now.
Not too long after the whole thing happened, Dave Chappelle got attacked on somebody, went on stage and didn't like what he said and tried to snap him.
Behind me on the DJ table is one of the most prolific producers that hip-hop has ever presented, the mighty Mad Lib. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip-hop history.
So just right after the epidemic ended, comedians some reason became target for people, especially their hatred for whatever reason they have towards that person. Will Smith could have got arrested that day, man. Gave his little speech at some kind of prison somewhere in LA. But this is a perfect example. You gotta think before you do something, but that's life, and his entire career is gonna be hanging around him. And then he tried to apologize about the whole thing, but it's kind of a little too late when you insult somebody in front of millions of people.
I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out.
But at this time, Will Smith went to hiding for a while, wait till he's cool up, but also he lost a lot of deals because of his stupidity. But Chris Rock came out and did a special on Netflix a year later, and it said some really interesting things about Jada Smith and Will Smith's relationship. Also, the worst thing to do is to piss off a comedian, because this is his way of payback. Not the smartest thing to do, because especially famous is Chris Rock, and he's a very outspoken person. He'll talk about anything, his point of views, and he's not shy about it. And this is a perfect sample of it. Also, I forget to say that after the whole thing happened, he is on his comedian tour, and a lot of his tickets went skyrocket. Last Gapper was going after him, and a lot of his shows sold out because they want to know what he said. But during the stand-up, he said, hey, I'm going to talk about this, but on a later date I will. But right now, I already got a list of things to talk about, but trust me, I'll bring it up. Trust me, I will. And he did, and here it is.
And the Oscars by this mother. And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. I got summertime ringing in my ears. But I'm not see me on Oprah or Gail crying. I couldn't believe it, and I love Men in Black. No, never gonna happen. No. I took that hit like Pacquiao, motherfucker.
He did.
And people are, well, you guys are fighting all the time. We're not fighting. First of all, I know you can't tell on camera. Will Smith is significantly bigger than me. They're not the same size. Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in a movie. You think I auditioned for that part?
No.
He played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie in New Jack City.
Pretty much, this is what happens. You picked a fight with the wrong person. And this also, my favorite saying is, if you play stupid games, you get stupid rewards. And this is a perfect sample of getting it. So Will Smith's punishment, lucky he didn't get arrested, was he lost money because of his stupidity, and he got banned for like 10 years, so he can't go to these kind of parties for a while. So lesson learned, you got to control your emotions, no matter what, and you just can't go around smacking people, especially for me as a victim of violence myself. You just cannot do this kind of crap, especially you're adults. And your theme is, you're going to lose money, and it's going to be part of your legacy for the rest of your life. So the 2023 Oscar, Jimmy Kimmel did an awesome joke about the whole Smith thing, and enjoy it.
If anyone in this theater commits an act of violence at any point during the show, you will be awarded the Oscar for Best Actor and permitted to give a 19-minute long speech. If anything unpredictable or violent happens during the ceremony, just do what you did last year. Nothing. Sit there and do absolutely nothing. And if any of you get mad at a joke and decide you want to come up here and get jiggy with it, it's not going to be easy. There are a few of my friends you're going to have to get through first. You're going to have to get through the heavyweight champ, Adonis Creed, before you get to me.
So I hope there'll be lessons learned and taken, or in robbed, who knows. But this is a little different subject I normally do. For this channel, I try different things each time, and hopefully this time this works out. Please let me know, like and subscribe, maybe do better next time, and I want to hear a comment about this thing. Thanks for watching. Bye.